Welcome to Thriving Tribesmen. My name is Kuri, your host, and I'm excited to be making this episode. Today is a very exciting day. I spoke to somebody just a few hours ago, and he's a gentleman from America. We spoke on Monday, and when we spoke on Monday, he was at his last piece, suffering with a bit of depression, and he was telling me that in his relationship, it's got to the point where his wife doesn't want to be touched by him. Now, for me, that's a massive red flag when somebody doesn't want to be touched, because it could mean one of two things. So the first one, I said, it could be a case that, where is she putting her phone when she's with you? Is she always on her phone when she's with you because she's ignoring you? Then who is she talking to on the phone? And is she spending more times away when you are free at home because they've got children? So are you now the designated babysitter so she can go and do whatever she wants to do? Generally, when she tries to spend more time away from you when you're at home, that means, and then she doesn't want to be touched, that means that maybe somebody else is touching her. Usually, when a woman is cheating on you, she will, this is now the weird part about it, that when she's cheating on you, or the person she's cheating with, she falls in love with that person. Therefore, when you touch her, she feels like she's cheating on the other person. So therefore, it just becomes a whole cheating mess. So I said that could be the case, but don't go out there and then start saying you're cheating without any evidence. Now just be vigilant and have a look and see what's actually going on. She will give clues and she will leave patterns so you can see from that, and then you can be pretty sure that maybe something is going on. So the more we spoke about it, we started talking about the second bit. And the second bit, generally, in 9 times out of 10, usually when the woman doesn't want to be touched, is because she's going through a very terrible event within her life right now. And if you are in a sexless relationship and it is already affecting you and you're already suffering with depression with it, she will feel like you are not a safe place for her to share what she's going through. Now, she probably shares other things. She's probably combative. Maybe she's probably abusive to a certain extent. Maybe she's narcissistic at times. But there's sometimes when they go through an event that they just probably don't feel safe sharing with you, because you already seeing yourself as a victim. She sees herself as a victim. So none of you are, both of you are in a terrible place, and nobody's going to win. So as we spoke about this, I started coaching him on what he needs to do, what he needs to say, how he needs to behave. And we got some messages over, and they were having conversations. They had a few arguments, and then they started recouping, and then they started talking a bit more. And then today, after about 8 months, I think that's when he said they last had sex last year. They had sex today, and it was incredible. They feel connected. And it was something that was triggering. And the issue wasn't even to do with the relationship. It was to do with her mom and a cousin and something that had happened in the past. And then it triggered her, and he was just feeling terrible about something. So it goes to show that some of you guys, you're in a sexless relationship. And yes, you can feel like a victim. And yes, it can be really terrible. But sometimes it's just taking that moment to actually realize that she could be going through something that is terrible. She's suffering on the inside. And if you can just stop looking at yourself as a victim and be strong enough to just say, what is going on? And I think I can mention this. One of the things I did mention to him in order to get the conversation going was for him to just apologize and say, I have been selfish, and I feel like I need to be selfish because we've spent so many months without having sex, and it's got me to this point of being selfish, and I hate it. We call that damaging admissions. So I'm admitting something that she thinks, but at the same time, I'm also owning it. And I said to him, you need to do that. And he said, I hate the fact that I'm feeling selfish because we haven't connected through sex. and I hate it, but I can see you going through something, and I don't want us to be further apart. If you're going through something, I want to support you. She opened up. So hopefully you guys can just really look at it from that perspective. Again, there's two sides of looking at this. She could be cheating, but she could be going through something. There's probably another one. So that will be another podcast episode. At this moment, it escapes me. So I just want to make this episode so you can actually start considering this, because a few of you guys, you've got to that point where you can't even touch her. The moment you touch her, she moves away. She squirms. She doesn't want to be close to you. She doesn't want to be sitting close to you at all. And you don't even have conversations. You're getting one-word answers. And it just feels so... You feel so lonely. You feel so terrible. And this was the place that he was at. And things changed. They had sex. They're feeling amazing. And they're beginning to plan for the future. So hopefully they can keep me updated and they can continue doing the work that they're doing. Like I said, some of this stuff, you guys, you listen to me speaking. I'm not as articulate as I want to be on the podcast episode, but the stuff that we're teaching, guys, is working. And this is why I'm inviting you guys to come to the Facebook group so we can have this one-on-ones. So I can really understand what's going on in a relationship and I can give you advice. Now, the other question I got recently was, how come you're not selling right now? You should be selling stuff. I think we're in a place where we can sell. And I think we will in the future. But right now, I'm just really excited to helping people and getting these messages of, look at what we're doing and how the progress that we've made within the relationship. And the more I help you guys, the better I get at building you guys up, because I'm getting good at building you guys up and understanding what's working and what's not working. So, and when we start selling, I'm just sell a perfect program, the most perfect program. So, and for me to do that, we have to be working together. And the more I work with you guys and give you guys wins, and at the moment we've been getting wins all around the world. So really excited about it, because the way we're approaching it, if we're approaching it from a different perspective, everybody's about changing their environment. They start doing more dishes, they start trying to get a better job, they start buying stuff, doing these romantic gestures. They do all these things in order to try and change their sexless relationship. And it only works for a little while, and then it goes back again to the sexless. But we're talking about change that is for continuous, that is forever, that you do it once and then forever you know exactly what to do to keep that frequency really, really high. So this is why we're excited about what's going on. So you go and join our Facebook group. It's called Thriving Tribesmen, and we're doing our program, which is 30-day get you back into the game, which is more about you. Every single day you get a lesson and a worksheet. And as you do the lessons, you start applying it to your relationship, and then you start seeing the change. Generally, it takes about 14 days before you see a good result, because it's designed that way. So it's amazing, guys. I'm really excited about the win that we got. Absolutely incredible. And this is what I live for. And for me, my weekend is now going to be amazing because of this. So thank you very much, guys, for listening. Hopefully I'll be seeing you soon. And again, look out for the few things that are going to be coming up next week, especially the I think day 3 and up to 10. We're going to be finishing them next week, and then we're going to then go into the next phase, which is going to be absolutely exciting. So thank you very much. I'll be seeing you soon. Take care.